Alright, first of all, let's rewind. Oh, I can't rewind past that.
Did you know someday your pictures would actually alter time and space?
Back here, we can't even do much of anything.
I hope I still love photography when this is done. Don't confuse the art with the artist. Bastard. All I need is David's number, and Jefferson is one text closer to life without parole. This diary literally saved my life. I've got a ton of Blackwell brochures, so I hope David's number is in there. I should be able to track down David's number from the school pamphlet.
And what exactly are you going to do then? You're going to call him over here and what? Explain all of these things that you can't possibly know of? Those are indeed some serious accusations, but then again, they can be backed up with facts. I'm just wondering, will we not end up in the dark room if we manage to do this, or will we end up there anyway with Nathan Prescott? Blackwell Academy 1910. For over 100 years, Blackwell Academy has been an academic oasis for art and science with diverse students from around the world seeking to change the world and their communities. Meet your professors. Mark Jefferson. After blazing a trail in the world of 1990s style and fashion photography, Mark Jefferson always knew he wanted to share his vision and inspire others. In the late 2000s, he took a well-publicized detour into teaching around the country, inevitably ending up in a permanent position at Blackwell Academy. Mr. Jefferson's classes on art and photography are some of the most popular in the school's rich history, and his students will certainly go on to inspire others with their own vision.
Found you.
Custodian, security, financial aid, and admissions. Okay. 555. Presumably I won't have to dial this, but just to be sure. 630. 8243. I wouldn't know what to say at this particular point. Presumably Maxine has had enough time to think. What is there to say? Do you tell him about the dark room? And I mean, yeah, that's the simplest thing to do. Yep. And this corresponds with his own notes. No, don't. All right. One David.
For once, David, I'm praying you'll overreact to this as much as everything else. And take Jefferson down fast.
So Madsen, after Rachel Amber. Mark Jefferson's guilty. The dark room is under Prescott's farmhouse. You know the location. He's sick and dangerous. Stop him.
You wanted me to enter the contest, asshole. So maybe I'll be going to San Francisco. And Jefferson, you'll be going to prison. The past within the past. Am I pushing myself too hard?
I don't actually understand what she's saying.
I do. I'll explain in a moment.
I should give my entry photo to Mr. Jefferson.
You were in the darkroom and went back to being taking pictures of spilled drug and folder to get them out onto the trolley in the present. From the present, you went back to Lucid and talking to Jefferson, who gave you the diary you've used to then jump back again to the classroom.
The selfie you've just taken? That's going to be your entry?
No, not exactly. Not exactly.
But... Sorry, this is one of those occasions where I don't understand the entire line of reasoning. But presumably Maxine has figured something out that I haven't. I mean, I could hypothetically speculate, but I don't think it'll immediately lead me to the right conclusions. I get it. The idea is that you take the photo you have just taken, give it to Mr. Jefferson, then you possibly win the contest with that. Because he would have been inclined to have you win the contest anyway. But How does that help with anything? Is the idea that I'll be dragged to the dark room anyway and then I'll be able to use this photo to my advantage somehow? That doesn't make much sense. Going to San Francisco with this, but how? What?
It doesn't matter what happens to me. I have to save Chloe.
Maxine, you are too pure for your own good, quite literally. That's kind of the problem. But
The 90s are over for you, asshole.
She has grown on me, I guess. Oh, Maxine.
If only I could tell the whole class about Jefferson and watch him squirm. But I better let David take care of everything.
We need to take that photo of Kate.
Not impressed anymore.
Oh my goodness! But listen to her! How much she has grown! She's such a badass now! My Maxine!
Now I wonder how many victims Jefferson has left behind in his career.
But you will put an end to this, Max.
I can't blame the cameras, but I just think of Jefferson using them. Just a week ago, I was so naive about art, life, the world.
But now
I
look
can't
at
go
it.
past these photo boundaries, so I need to fix everything from here.
I know, I understand that, Maxine.
An everyday hero is going to bust your ass, Jefferson. There's still some beauty left in Arcadia Bay.
Nature.
I still feel like the lighthouse is calling out to me.
And see, this is a mysterious statement because it ties to basically nothing. It's apropos of nothing. I still have no idea what the significance of the lighthouse is. It's not connected to basically anything we know beyond the storm, and we don't know what the storm is connected to, other than possibly the magical abilities. It's not connected to the dark room. It's not where Rachel Amber is buried. It doesn't seem to have particular significance. It's curious.
Victoria, I'm sorry you have to stand next to that psycho. I see right through your bullshit, Jefferson. Everybody else will too. Oh, Rachel. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we can't go back to save her. It's too far back. I can't even take this photo? So will we be back here again? I dread to imagine. What's with the tablet, though?
Victoria, it's nice to know how you really feel.
My phone is dead and I'm bored. Time to bust out my poesy. What is that even supposed to say? Why did I give up the word for the image? Because I suck. But Mark Jefferson rules. Everybody in here loves him, but he only seems to care about Max Caulfield. I want to hate her, but shouldn't care. Envy is a sin, Vic. Get over yourself. Wait, did I read that originally? Or did I Wait, did I just insist on not invading her? Oh my goodness. Yeah, because originally I didn't have the power to rewind, but... Now you can see the reason for the animosity. She was envious. A really simple envy. Alright, Kate. Kate, I need a photo.
This is the last time somebody bullies you, Kate.
Presumably I need to cheer her up and then take a photo.
Poor Kate. Hi, Kate.
Oh, hey, Max.
Kate, listen to me.
I am.
Always remember that you're not alone. I've got your back no matter what happens. So do a lot of other people. We all care. We're all here for you. You need to know that.
Max, that makes me feel so blessed for the first time this week. I don't know what to say.
That's okay. Neither do I. Maybe we could both use a hug.
Yes!
Thanks. You always know the right thing to do.
I just have a lot of time on my hands. A simple gesture of physical comfort. And how much it means to her. She's actually genuinely, well, at least temporarily somewhat happy. Horrible things may have happened to her, but she'll live. There's the photo. Photo number 1. Next up, camera and duct tape. I'm not sure it's here. Actually, I'm pretty confident. No. I'm not taking back the hug.
I'm happy to fix it, so you'll be here to get your fancy camera, Victoria.
Low speed and power expected from a GreenNet GRLT-64S is packed with expanded features and manageability. It shoots what you want, where you want, straight out of the camera. JPEG images already have superb quality, including a new level of depth, sharpness, and malleability. $5,299. JPEGs. I figured as a photographer you would use some raw sort of a format without any sort of compression. And then and only then would you possibly compress things. But hey, what do I know? No.
I'd like to bust this up right now. Mr. Jefferson? We need to talk.
Can you see I'm talking to Mr. Jefferson now?
Yes, I see. But maybe you shouldn't.
And why not?
Hold on, Victoria. Are you okay, Max?
I will be when Victoria understands that hiding behind a screen, posting videos of people is incredibly cruel and unfair. You're smart enough to know how easy it is to hurt somebody, to destroy their life. I just want you to think about how much it would hurt if somebody did that to you. You can always make the right choice, Victoria. I know you've got a good heart. I've seen it.
Listen, I didn't...
You don't have to explain. There's no reason for you to be so insecure that you can't be happy with your own talent. Wouldn't it be better to lift people up than to bring them down? You could inspire people.
Okay, I don't know what you're talking about now, do I, Mr. Jefferson?
I think I should stay out of this one, Victoria.
Then I guess I'm done talking.
And that's okay too.
This will leave her profoundly confused, but that's okay.
Random, Max, what did you mean?
Here's my photograph for the Everyday Heroes contest.
Yes, a selfie. I know.
That was easy.
No.
It wasn't easy at all.
Well, I can't prejudge yet, but I'm very happy you decided to enter. That means a lot to me. And Blackwell. The first step for any artist is to put themselves out there in the world without fear. To be innocent.
Or guilty.
Well, thanks for the photo, and maybe both of us will be jet-setting to San Francisco this Friday.
I don't think so.
Maybe only one of us will be going.
Don't be so modest, Max. Anything can happen in a week.
Oh, I know.
Because you're going to find out, Mr. Jefferson.
And this is where you fade out. You have no idea what happens beyond that point, but consequences. Chloe? What?
This still happens too soon.
Okay. What happens here?
No change.
Okay, this remains, right? What changes? I don't understand. Freeze!
The dark room gets raided.
Kate?
Kate's gonna be fine. Jefferson gets arrested.
No, they escort Jefferson out because David Madsen acted on all of this. Kate never jumps, never even tries to jump. They find the body of Rachel Amber.
We couldn't have saved her.
I don't have to console Chloe because... Well, I don't. And here's...
Your winning photo.
What? An award, my entry, whatever. Then, Chloe does not die over there because we've prevented that. Instead, we have fun together someplace.
As Max is packing for a trip to San Francisco.
I never get humiliated, tied up, and photographed.
Get to the airport.
I leave Blackwell Academy, and where are you? Don't tell me you're in Seattle. San Francisco. We're going to San Francisco. You're the winner of the contest. You're
Okay.
the everyday hero.
You're okay, Max.
Of course you are.
You're safe. I want to play.
But boundaries. Well, this is only a memory. Oh, we're
I
going
hope
with
I
the
did
principal.
everything right this time.
Oh, Maxine. Oh, Maxine. I'm so proud of you. You did it. Local teacher arrested.
Good
Yeah.
work, David.
Yes, it's all thanks to David well, not all thanks to David Madsen, but he wanted to help. He really wanted to help, and he did. I'm so proud of my superstars. It's just a story.
Oh, you're alive. Oh, you're alive.
But wait, did you ever use your...
Did it.
Did you ever use your rewinding power?
Fixed everything.
No, this is... But
Bowser.
that's not the end of the... What about the tornado? What about the lighthouse? Maxine, this can't be the end. This isn't the end. We know there are plenty more pictures left to take. Something is not right here. What about... What else? What else could be the problem? Something doesn't fit. I don't know why. Look, in most circumstances, if I didn't know that there are pictures left to take, I would assume that it's kind of over. It makes perfect sense for it to be over. But it's not. Why? What am I missing? Look, I know that I could go down the empirical route and just find out by playing the game. But that's not the way I roll. That's not what I like. That's not the way I camera roll. What I do prefer is to make these speculations and then possibly predict what might happen. You know, there's this whole idea of...
Then it's Tower of Generate and Test.
the Tower of what? Can't remember. Well, either there's the idea that we can think in abstract terms. We as human beings can let our ideas die for us. So we don't have to experience everything firsthand to learn. We can use our minds in order to predict possible outcomes in order to not get into horrible circumstances in the first place. And that's what I like to do, because I like to feel like a human being from time to time. Just trying things out randomly and experiencing the consequences is what animals do. At least according to that theory that I can't possibly recall. Where did I even get that from? Philosophy of biology? Well, either way.
Actually, Philosophy of Mind and Daniel Dennett, but whatever.
Plenty of messages I have never read. Never read. But yes, the guy got busted on a Monday, and basically every subsequent day has been different? Yes. We've basically changed everything, haven't we? Everything. So yes, we do know that Rachel Amber is dead, and we kinda can't prevent that, unless we take a giant leap back that presumably Maxine will object to. 'Cause I'd be up for it. I'm perfectly willing to go back there, save Rachel Amber, and prevent even more harm from ever happening. I understand that, as far as I can tell, Rachel Amber was guiding us from beyond the grave and wanted this to be resolved so that her spirit could be laid to rest. But if we could go back in time, that half a year, if we could prevent her death, that would also be pretty handy. But I don't think that's what we'll do. I think we'll have to accept her demise. Let's read all the messages, because, as I have stated, I think none of this week has basically happened. With all those little interactions, we have prevented every single thing. We've given Kate a hug. We've talked to Victoria, so all of her nonsense has been prevented. Kate never tried to kill herself. Jefferson got arrested. We never had these problems to solve. We never had any of this to begin with. There was no need for any investigation. I'm desperately trying to rack my brain to go through every single thing that has happened previously. What have we been doing for the past 4 chapters and change? Was there anything out there that was meaningfully impacted? Anything at all? Anything that got destroyed based on this? I don't know. I don't think so. So I think it's a clean slate, effectively. I think our singular action on Monday has changed the course of history. And everything that has happened between that Monday and Friday is basically a mystery. But it was presumably mostly just nice, innocent stuff. Messages from Warren. What happened? What messages did you get? Time travel. So we never snuck into the office, did we? Or did we? Hold on. My camera will be ready. Yes, that's us meeting at the parking lot. This is the confrontation with Nathan. Nathan is still a menace and he's still out there. But, I don't know. Will Nathan be that big of a deal? All things considered, he got manipulated, but doesn't mean he's a good person. However, the next picture we are supposed to take is duct tape and a camera. Oh no. We are so going ape. Anyway, go ape. Hey girl. On the sci-fi lab. See you soon. The 9th, which is Wednesday. Max Jefferson, WTF. Insane, right? Did you ever suspect him? Of what? He just seemed like a cool teacher. I thought you kinda crushed on him. Sorry. You should be. I admired his work. Not anymore. Fuck him. He's history. Yes, he is. Do I have to make an appointment to see you now? Oh, please. Oh, please. But yes, you do. It's so cool that you won. Thanks, Warren. It feels weird. She has won, but not because the photo was that particularly amazing, but because of her heroic actions. My goodness. Oh, imagine all the pomp and circumstance. Imagine everything that must have transpired. Now, we don't get to see that. We didn't have to see that. We can just imagine David Madsen discovering all of that nonsense, busting Jefferson, the entire school finding out, guy being disgraced, led away, etc. Amazing. Told some tall tales. Yeah, what do you know? Hope you didn't forget to water your plant. Well, I did drown it. Maxine, are you there? Are you okay? I just heard on the news about this art teacher you were always talking about. What is going on at Blackwell? Mom, I'm fine. Too much to text. It's crazy. I'll call you later, promise. I hate you being away like this. Don't keep me waiting. I won't. Maxine, we are so proud, proud, proud. Thank you. You know we always believed in you and your photos. Of course you did. That's why I'm at Blackwell. They're proud she won the contest. Not because she busted the guy. Kate. Oh. What did we talk about? What is our conversation like, Kate? Hey Max, you around? Always, you okay? You want to get tea later together? We've obviously been through this because this is a long time back. They've been friends for a while. I'll be free after 4, talk to you later. You're not cool, Max. Could have helped out. Well, I know that one, the David Madsen situation, whatever. Thanks so much for talking to me in class. Today, things have been hard this week, and you showed up at the right time, like an angel. You're a great friend, and I'm so blessed. And don't you dare laugh. Never. You almost made me cry. Kate, just know that I'm always on your side. Max so. Max, I want to thank you for giving me such great advice about going to the police and telling them everything about Nathan. I so appreciate you standing by me. Keeps my faith. So. Kate, I'm on your side. Please don't mention me too much if you can. I'm already in trouble around here. Is she though? And thanks so much for talking to me this morning. I was about to have a serious cry and I needed a friend. You were there as usual. And there it is, the 9th, which is when it all comes down. Goes down, rather. It all goes down. On the 9th, I don't know why it goes down. On Wednesday, I think there's a logical reason for that, but I'm not quite sure why. We do mention all of this on Monday? Do we? Is that the way it plays out? Because I'm not sure at this point. Maybe it was a Wednesday. I know the 11th is Friday. So I don't know anymore. Curious. Well, I genuinely don't know anymore. I can't remember. Actually, no. These have... No. These are all events that have transpired. So no, it starts on Monday, but for whatever reason... Jefferson gets busted on Wednesday. Other people find out about all of this on Wednesday. He presumably gets detained, and then they only discover what has happened around Wednesday. Oh my god, Max, I can't believe that Nathan and Jefferson were arrested. Honestly, I'm in shock. I have to go talk to the police now and give a full statement. Please let me know if you need me, though. We all have your back. Thank you. I'm scared, but I want to make sure both of them are put away and never hurt anybody again. Max, I heard that you won. That you won contest, and it made me so happy. Honestly, people, this is the least relevant thing over here. It makes no difference. It makes no... It's irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. People was... I mean, yeah, this has an impact on her future career. This has an impact on the rest of her life as a professional photographer. This can possibly prop her up and... considering the circumstances, she'll be the talk of the town. So her rise to prominence... Not because of the photograph and its quality, but because of her personal qualities, might possibly lead her to an interesting career. I don't know. We shall see. Your photos are so real and wonderful. It gives me hope that you're going to be discovered now. Thank you, Kate. You give me hope by being my friend. Don't be so humble. Take a bow. I expect a full report over high tea soon. That is a date. A message from Dana. Max! Snap! I'm working on a new cheer for you! Dana, that is so awesome, I'm blushing! That's because you're on fire, girl! And you burn through the night at the speed of light. Max, I know Mom is melting your phone. I understand why. Tell her not to worry. You're an adult now, you can tell her. You can tell her. I will. Soon. Whew. Alright, let's scroll past all of this nonsense. What happened? Max, you there? Hello? What's going on? You okay? Crazy shit is going down. Step Soldier called the cops and took off. He had his gun. Okay, the first bit of conversation is this. And it's glorious. Everything has changed. Well, obviously. Basically everything with Chloe. He had his gun. That is crazy. And this is Monday, people. The 7th. That's Monday. Most people find out on Wednesday because presumably they detain Jefferson for 48 hours and then they press all the charges and said, well, he's detained on suspicion, but then they collect all the evidence and, well, it gets put away. Especially after hooking up with you again. That is a term that is sufficiently ambiguous for me to prefer to avoid it, I guess. And that's snow today. Who cares? Everything is going to be okay. We're together again. Insert insult here. Human emoji! Text me back when you hear anything. On it. Good morning, your ass better be up if I am. Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey. You mean wakey bakey? What happened last night? Stepswat got home late last night, all jacked up about one of his investigations. He might be right for a change. You funny. So meet me at the Two Whales ASAP. Okay, see you soon. Max? The boss with the gun. Marry me. Illegal in Oregon for now. Yeah, that's after, you know, an attempt to shoot poor old Frank. Poor guy. I guess he needs to come to terms with the fact that Rachel Amber is dead. And what? And never really loved him that... I think she kinda cared for him for a while. Yeah. Dude needs to move on, and he needs to stop supplying drugs to dangerous individuals. Or, you know, to even not so dangerous individuals. He needs a career change. Fuck that shit, elope! Max, I need to see you right now. I know what happened to Rachel. Come meet me at the lighthouse when you get this, please. I'll be there. I hope she's fine. So, do we just lose control during all of that, lose our memories, etc., and have default Max take over, or the mind-wiped Max take over, until we regain our consciousness in the present moment?
Yes.
Essentially.
Yes.
Because when traveling via photos, we seem to go back to a point in time, but whenever we come back a little later than when we started off. So in our conscious existence, we don't get to live that long using the long-term rewind. You don't get to stay at a point back in time. So we're not going to move back to Thursday. It's going to be Friday. We are just going to wake up at some, or rather come to at some bizarre point in time. Like right here. And we'll have to get our bearings, figure out what happened and how we got here. Especially if we change things in a significant enough way. I mean, you know the mechanics and you've seen all of this happening. Why am I explaining this to you? I'll be there. I hope she's fine. Once again, I'm asking because I don't know if that's Max who knows what's going on and is just pretending she doesn't. Or if that's mind-wiped Max who genuinely doesn't. Max, thank you for being with me yesterday. I keep trying to wake up like this is a nightmare. Why Rachel? She never hurt anybody. No, she didn't. Chloe, I'm so sorry about everything. Dude, how do we get over shit like this? We live. Rachel would want you to have a great life. That's truly the best revenge. Now we really do have to take over the world. No, we just have to be there for each other. You're a saint, Max. Yo, Max! Check this shit out! I had a little talk with Step Hero tonight. I'm sorry, that's a rather notable change in your attitude, Chloe. I'm all eyes. Well, since he busted Jefferson, he is a totally different person. He has been very cool and apologized for his behavior. The guy was horribly stressed, was mean-spirited, and treated people in this... Is brusque the right term? He treated them in this fashion because he was desperately trying to conduct this investigation, to figure things out, to protect people. Once he figured it out, the burden lifted from his shoulders and from his heart, and he could finally rest easy knowing that the threat has been laid to rest, and he would no longer have to worry about people, including Chloe. And what a good reason he had to worry. After all, this ended up killing Chloe. It started with Rachel Amber, her best friend, disappearing, and I guess he had a good reason to suspect that it might consume her too. He tried to warn her and keep her safe, but of course she wouldn't listen, being who she is. But now that the threat is over, guess what? David Madsen is not an inherently evil guy. He just had a suspicion, an inkling. He just had a hunch that he was trying to act on. But he couldn't put all of this together because he didn't have enough evidence. And he made some mistakes, as did I. But then, guess what? Now he's the Step Hero. Since he busted Jefferson, he is a totally different person. He has been very cool and apologized for his behavior. That's so sweet, Chloe. Now you're a family again. Whoa, down, sister. I did not cry in his arms, but he helped find Rachel and punish her killers. David obviously hella cares about my mom and probably me. Well, if ever there was a way for Chloe to warm up to David Madsen, it was the fact that he helped avenge Rachel Amber. Isn't that cute? Tragic, but cute. Yes, I am hella bored with nothing to do. What you doing, hippie? Some of us hippies have homework. No shit, Sherlock. And I already did my paperwork for Bay City College. No. Has Chloe Price put her life back in order? Oh my goodness. This is one of those circumstances where I would like to cry tears of happiness, but I just can't force myself to. This is beyond beautiful. That's all I've ever wanted for her. To finally kind of come to terms with reality, get her life in order, and make something of herself. I am so happy and so pleased. I know this isn't over. Horrible things will presumably happen very, very soon. For instance, that tornado that's about to tear up Arcadia Bay, that's still happening. Although I have no idea how this will impact me, considering I'm on a plane on Friday. I'm going to San Fran over there. And I know the tornado is coming on the 11th, so how? How? Unless it was an old newspaper, remember? Remember that bit of speculation I said? Well, it can be earlier unless it's a fake somehow. So it's either on the 11th or later. I'm proud of you. So am I. My sentiment exactly, Maxine. I hope so. Chloe, I won the Everyday Heroes contest. Sorry. Holy shit, you rule, Max. I'm so proud of my superstar. This is just the start of your career. I'm just glad I can share it with you. Were there any mentions of her superpower? She has not just reverted to regular Maxine, has she? Were there any mentions? Because I seem to distinctly remember that they might have been mentioned in the SMS messages exchanged with Chloe, because Chloe would be the only person to know about that. So if that's not the case, and either Maxine hasn't told anyone, including Chloe, or maybe this Maxine doesn't have these powers, or maybe this Maxine was the mind-wiped Maxine who had no awareness of these powers, because she just snapped back to Monday, and now she snaps back on Friday, and that's the first circumstance where she can act consciously, knowing all of these things she has packed inside her mind. I'm just glad I can share it with you. Damn right. Plus, Max, you deserve to win. No emoji! This is beautiful. But another thing this suggests to me is the interesting nature of traveling via photographs. Now, every time you travel via photographs, on one hand, from the moment you depart in the present to the moment you come back, a certain amount of time passes. During that, you black out in some way. So you're currently unavailable. But you presumably use up your lifespan, if you want to put it that way. You can spend your time in the past, at that particular point in time, a limited point in time, a limited amount of space. And you can implement some sort of a change that then has ramifications down the line. But, as far as I understand it, you don't get to live that. You don't get to live between the moment you implement the changes and the moment you come to. All of that is done either by some other version of yourself or by yourself with your mind wiped. So you don't really get to retain your memories and enjoy those moments. The next moment you do remember, well, maybe not remember. The next moment you kind of consciously come to, or at least that's what I have seen, unless those were time skips with the photographs. But it doesn't seem that way because she doesn't seem aware. The next moment you come to is after you regain consciousness, having implemented the change at the same point in time, but possibly at another point in space, likely other circumstances. And the further you've gone back in time, presumably the more changes have bubbled up, so you will have a rough time getting your bearings and figuring out what has happened when you were gone. So the further you go back, the more profound changes you can inflict upon the world. But it's also unpredictable, straight up dangerous and very confusing, as we have all seen.
It's quite possibly the best, most logical and consistent system of time travel I've ever seen in fiction.
Alright. I can't believe I was able to focus and rewind into my selfie all the way back to art class on Monday. I turned in my photo for the contest after I sent a text to David warning him about Jefferson. Phew, the only reason I haven't had a total meltdown is the fact that I do have this incredible power. I have to use it right for once, and maybe never again. Max? Quite frankly, it would be irresponsible for you not to use this power ever again. With great power does come great responsibility. Say, it's like the shallow pond experiment. Say that you see someone drowning in a shallow pond, or say you see someone in the world you could easily save. Say someone who gets run over by a car, but if you just rewind time the tiniest of bits and you warn the person, you can save that life. Do you honestly believe you would be justified morally and ethically if you were to figure that you shouldn't use this power and therefore the person would die? Or would you be ethically responsible, effectively, for killing that person even if no one knows? Not murdering, mind you, killing, just letting this person die through inaction. It was weird to be in class with Jefferson, like I wasn't just tortured by him in an underground bunker. I saw him for the first time as he is, a creepy, manipulative psychopath filled with bullshit. He uses art and passion to seduce people, but behind that there's nothing but hate and perversion. I only pray that I can fix this timeline, not fuck it up. You've fixed things, Maxine. I don't know why it's not quite over yet, but you have fixed things. Art gallery, but what about this? What about the duct tape? I'm somewhat afraid.
It's so weird to be in between realities. Everything is out of focus and in the distance.
I don't understand.
Let's see, 10 across 6 letters.
The beginning of the end for Jefferson and the Prescotts.
I thought I understood, but now I genuinely don't. How is she between realities? I thought she just snapped back to Friday.
You went back via 2 photos, once to get the diary, then to get to the classroom. You then left the classroom rewind, changing history, and you're back to the moment equivalent to when you were looking at the diary that Jefferson gave you.
Are you telling me that I have to ultimately come back to the darkroom and solve issues over there from that perspective? I really don't want to. I'd rather live in this world.
Wouldn't we all?
Two Moon Diner? Amid all the environmental chaos in Arcadia Bay, such as the unseasonal snowfall and beached whales, some residents reported seeing 2 full moons last night around 8 p.m. Witnesses claimed the double moons were clear in the night sky until clouds covered them up shortly after they appeared. No cell phone or video footage has surfaced yet, which has led local meteorologists to believe that imaginations are in overdrive due to the recent eco-havoc. Why wouldn't you recall that? Blackwell Security uncovers bunker and scandal. Acting on a series of tips from David Madsen, head of security at Blackwell Academy, police officers descended Tuesday on a bizarre underground chamber allegedly used by teacher Mark Jefferson and student Nathan Prescott to drug, kidnap, and photograph young women. No mention of rape. Although there were no other signs of physical or sexual assault on the victims. And now the issue has been clarified. That's strange.
You have to come to terms with the lack of rape past Weston. I know this must be hard for you.
I'm not sure what to make of this, quite frankly. I would find this significantly more palatable if that was involved. They were just taking photos?
Yes, apparently. I'm sorry?
I mean, a brilliant instinct. Why wouldn't you rape the women? I don't know. Apparently there's such deviance that it didn't even cross their minds. Although there were no other signs of physical or sexual assault on the victims, the disturbing revelations have sent shockwaves through the tranquil city of Arcadia Bay. Even Sean Prescott, the most powerful businessman in the area, is under investigation for his role as owner of the farmhouse where the high-tech darkroom studio was located. Continue to the next page.
How the hell am I supposed to figure that out?
I have to admit, I love being called an artist.
You are an artist. More than that, you're my Maxine.
Aw, I haven't seen Hot Dog Man in forever. Chloe and I used to totally play the video game and watch him all the time. When we were innocent. We're almost in San Francisco. I'm so stressed, but I'm so excited too.
Fasten your seat and stow any electronic gear until the plane is
We were
on
supposed to
the ground
talk.
And at the gate. Thank you. We're starting our descent in a few minutes. It's a beautiful day in San Francisco with clear skies and cool 60 degrees. We hope you enjoyed your trip, and we thank you very much for choosing Pacific West Air.
We're supposed to talk.
Fly with us anytime.
Have I failed?
I don't think so. I'm hoping these airline seats get smaller so I won't have to fly at all anymore.
Maybe you should
Bet
get
this is a nice
smaller.
break for Principal Wells. After all the damage control he had to do this week at Blackwell.
Why are we in a
How did you sleep?
photo thing?
Hope I wasn't snoring out loud, Max.
Just a bit.
It's been a tough week at Blackwell. So I hope you'll forgive me. Between Mr. Jefferson and Prescott's, things have been hectic, to say the least.
I totally get it, Principal Wells.
That's a smart way of telling me to stop whining. We are proud of you for representing Blackwell at the Everyday Heroes contest. I know I'm not exactly the guide you wanted in San Francisco, but we all want you to have a great experience here.
I already am, and we're not even there.
Has she? Oh, Max.
Christ. Another nosebleed? Max, you're not just screwing around with time.
Max? No!
Yes, let's go to the present. Back to the present.
This has changed. She will no longer be bound. She will be over there in San Francisco enjoying herself. Okay. Are we finally here? What was there to change over there? I don't see the significance of that scene. At all.
There was no significance. It was just a logical consequence of time travel mechanics.
An art gallery. Oh my goodness. It's time to mingle. It's time to network.
San Francisco is so cool. And this gallery is huge.
So is the buffet. If an event skimps on the food, you know it's a bad event.
As long as I don't have to eat any caviar.
This is your day, Max. You can do whatever you want. I hope you take advantage of your status and talk to as many influential people here as possible.
Please do, Maxine.
Walk the room.
I don't know. I feel so weird, like I'm a little kid hanging with the adults.
Max, after this week, you are certainly not a little kid anymore. In fact, you're a noteworthy adult being honored by your peers. Now you have to start acting like the photographer you want to be. Hell, I wanted to be in charge of a big school someday. So I started taking charge of things when I was young. Ask my poor classmates. Max, I'm gonna eat up that caviar so you don't have to. Better get in there and start schmoozing. You know, I won't always be here to take charge. But you come talk to me whenever you want.
Come on, Max. After everything that's happened, this should be the least scary thing you've ever done.
I mean, seriously, just go out there and talk to people. What's so... I mean, I love that I say that.
Bowser, Max. You did it. Somehow. I went from the dark room to this gallery.
Yes, a place of
I've
light.
been through so many realities in 1 week. Life is
strange.
weird.
Oh, come on! You almost had it! But yes. I mean, yeah, of course I would be terrified.
I need to drop some serious cash in there.
Give the gift of art. Donations go straight into community arts programs. Okay. I see. Check everything out. I should find my winning selfie. And what? Use it to go back in time again? Please don't. For once, please don't. Everything is fine now.
Wow, sir. A Danny Lee article.
The Golden Gate Reporter. I left my art in San Francisco by Daniel Lee. Yes, I was born on a BART train, literally. It's a long, amazing story that I won't repeat here. Links are required for that one. Here's to Mom. That might explain my obsessive love for the Bay Area and its outpost of artists and dissidents. Despite the rampant gentrification, artists and creators thrive regardless of socioeconomic pressures, because that's what they do. Galleries such as the Zeitgeist and the Milkovich Fashion have engaged with a diverse community and practiced what some patrons only preach. Let's look at all the leaflets.
I wonder how it is to live in a submarine like that.
The hunt for the real
Must be
October.
Really claustrophobic.
San Francisco's oldest submarine.
The revolution will not be televised.
Stop the startups! How many more shops and residents have to be driven out of the lifelong homes by the latest boutique cafe or overpriced theme restaurant? The tech heads that have enslaved the city need a lesson in transgression. Join us this Saturday to begin the end. Mean location to be announced. Come on, people. Leave startups alone.
I love how much cool art is going on all over the Bay Area. Unlike Arcadia Bay.
Craft history of the Shambhala.
Some mysteries should stay that way.
Cal Tiki Tours presents Mysteries of the Pacific Islands, 3-hour tour of the Bay Area coastline. Visit ancient burial and ceremonial sites. Discover local law and legends, including the Tobanga, right? Ooh.
Holy shit. This flyer was designed just for Chloe. I wonder if I'm ready for the mosh pit.
Skull and Bones Hallows Eve party, Spooky Art Inc. portraits, horror bands, midnight burlesque, tricks and treats, Dusk to Dawn, 18 and over only, Wednesday, October the 30th, Tenderloin Warehouse.
But what would I wear?
Nigel Samhain Druid Festival. It starts on the 31st of October at 11 PM. We don't know when it ends. At the Golden Gate Park. Tickets, Nigel's, Reagan Place. And there's the address. Fair enough. What about this leaflet?
How fun. Yes, Warren would definitely go ape over this show.
History of Dystopian Cinema. Cultural archivist Extian Devin presents a kinetic clip show and lecture showing how industrial apocalyptic paranoia led to the birth of world dystopian cinema, from Metropolis to Planet of the Apes to Blade Runner to the Hunger Games. $66 at the doll. Fair enough. Art books.
The Zeitgeist Gallery does have a cool history in Frisco. I mean, San Francisco.
Thank you.
I wish I had time to go see those murals here.
Interesting. Right, talk to this lady.
I never thought I'd get to speak to a gallery receptionist about my own work. Nice.
This is your moment of triumph, Maxine. Or is it? Or is it? This is the photo at the gallery, but what about this? This worries me. The last thing I want is the duct tape. Oh, I just dread to imagine what is gonna transpire. It's the very beginning, and it seems like we have solved everything, and yet despite that, everything is yet to come as far as I can tell. This really worries me.
Good morning. You must be Max Caulfield. Congratulations for your Everyday Heroes photo. The exhibition is quite impressive, especially with your entry.
Thank you.
Why, good morning. You must be Max Caulfield. Congratulations for your Everyday Heroes photo. The exhibition is quite impressive, especially with your entry.
Here I am, Max Caulfield.
There I am, along with all the other winners. I should say artists instead.
Alicia, Monica, Kevin, Ashley, Lisa, Donna, James, Anastasia, there's Gary, Mary and Sarah. I'm just trying to gauge it. I think there are significantly more women over here than men. I think so. Not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just
Mark
interesting.
Jefferson was supposed to be here tonight.
Not anymore.
That was so shocking. I have one of his monographs, too.
Hold on to it. His work is gonna be worth serious cash.
Not my style, but the neon is a nice representation. Oh, shit. Pretentious alert.
Ah, come on, you're an artist. Hello there, man.
Are you Max Caulfield? Bravo on your entry. I'm the art critic for Iris N magazine, and we would love to include you in a piece about future trendsetters in photography. I'll send you the details this week, if that's okay. Congratulations for your piece. Are you Max Caulfield? Bravo on your entry. I'm the art critic for Iris N magazine, and we would love to include you in a piece about future trendsetters.
As part of the participant in the 2013 Everyday Heroes National Contest, showcase for today's future stars in photography. The winner is chosen by prestigious teachers, art schools, and programs, yada yada yada. Reveal imaginative skill and heartfelt awareness, which highlights the casual heroism of those who may never appear on the news or reality shows for unrecognized deeds to the community and beyond. Celebrating each young artist and their work is as important as the celebration of our all too often invisible everyday heroes. Yes.
It's great to read all these comments. Even the mean ones.
So inspiring, JD. Not as good as last year's show. Totally makes me want to start taking photos. The future of photography starts here. These heroes chose the path of least regret. A great example of total surveillance. Good point. Good point. You may not like it, but hey, if you are taking photographs. The other 15 minutes are almost up. Thanks. This is so nice. Inspiring stuff.
Look at this print. The depth of field, the colors. Look at the bokeh shape. This was definitely shot with a medium format camera using a Leica 35mm lens. You can definitely find out those details. The story of a photo if you know how to look at all the details of a picture.
Oh, this is so interesting, Matthew. I didn't think you knew about all this.
When I was younger, I did a lot of photography studies. Didn't I tell you about it, Emma? I was quite good at it, actually, but I decided to drop photography to do a real paying job. Anyway, it is interesting to be here, and you're lucky to be with me here. I can share all this with you.
Dad? The label says that this is a print from a disposable camera. What are you talking about?
Yes, of course. I was meaning a Leica disposable camera. Yes, yes. And don't contradict me anyway.
Whatever.
I mean, I get it, and it's unfortunate, but guy's trying. But he's been out of the loop for a reasonable while, so I get why he might not be getting the right impression.
Be cool, Max. Smile and don't say anything stupid.
Presumably he wouldn't get much credit if he was right about every single thing he said. He'll just keep saying them, and people and wife and daughter will be like, yeah, whatever. But if they can show that he's wrong, they'll make a point of that. You can't win. You can't win. If you're right, it's going to be ignored. If you're wrong, it's going to get pointed out. Wow, it sounds like these people hate one another.
A couple in a loveless marriage where all they exchange are mean barbs.
And there you have a guy who's looking at something with a degree of nostalgia, thinking about his former passion, and they're shooting him down. What a cruel fate. My goodness, these people are horrible.
That one is kind of silly.
I don't know. It's like the Ministry of Silly Walks.
I would love to have this on a shelf. Someday.
I don't think these are that difficult to make, Maxine. Especially if you're an artist.
Oh, but imagine how much time it takes to make one sculpture.
I have no idea. Can't look at this. What an interesting place. You know, it's fascinating because the next photo opportunity suggested to you is camera with duct tape. Quite a few of these just lied to you. Remember the skeleton with the skateboard? That's the skater behind the skeleton thing. So it's not a skeleton, an actual skeleton. Similarly over here, you get this suggestion. They get in your head. They are trying to get this thing across to you, even though what you'll actually take a photo of is completely different. Like with, say, the doe in the forest. You take a photo, and then you discover, oh wait, there's no doe on the photo because she's ethereal, and so on. You take a photo of this camera.
That looks familiar. This might be too metaphoric.
What? Are you telling me the camera is the art piece? No. No, this was this photo opportunity right here. No. I think we will get a camera with duct tape. Oh, no. No, I want this to be really happening. Please don't jolt me back. I don't want to go back to that damn dark room. Most of the photo opportunities are back at school anyway.
Aren't you from Blackwell Academy? I wanted to go there, but I didn't get in.
Oh.
They have such a cool program. I bet you're learning a lot.
And she'll get to live with regrets.
Aren't you from Blackwell Academy? I wanted to go there, but I didn't get in. They have such a cool program. I bet you're learning.
All right. I just shudder in anticipation. Shudder I do, in the brightest light, in Max's greatest moment of triumph at least thus far. I sense dark clouds gathering and brace myself. What for? Find out in the next part of my Life is Strange playthrough. Thanks for watching, and you will see me elsewhere.